Next topic. Our leader, our chief commander, Joe Biden, has a phone call with Putin, and he warns of severe costs for invading Ukraine. Oh, pretty sure Putin is shaking. And his, what do they wear? They wear moccasins over there? Anyway. The 1 hour call came hours after the State Department ordered all but a core team of American diplomats to leave the embassy in Kyiv amid concerns of an imminent Russian attack. It's crazy because Ukraine's president says that the West, us, we're overreacting. Putin dismissed such worries as hysteria. This is why I say Biden wants a war. The warmongers in Washington, they want war. They want to profit, to destroy and profit with war. It's no fucking secret. It's no conspiracy. Look how many wars that he's been involved in. Not physically, but politically. Biden warns Putin of a swift and severe cost of any Ukraine invasion. Here we go again, talking in code. See, Biden is old school. He doesn't get it. Russia and China they're best friends forever now. Biden thinks that him and China is. No, Biden. You're compromised. China has you by the ball sack, and they know it. You're going to do whatever they say. Don't confuse business with friendships. I have dirt on you. I'm speaking as if I'm China, by the way. I have dirt on you. We're not friends. We're not buddies. I don't want you over to eat. I don't want to come over and eat. I have dirt on you. You do as I say. And as I say is what me and Russia talked about earlier. But when I say they're talking in code, I mean SWIFT. What did he say a month ago? Oh, we're going to kick them off the SWIFT payments. I broke this shit down to you. The ISO 20022 is taking over. It ain't just a SWIFT system anymore. That old shit is dead and gone as of January of this year. I've already broke this shit down to you. He's talking in code. Putin's an OG. Motherfucking killer. He's another killer. He don't give a fuck about all that code talk and all that. The BRICS nation, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, they already have a system. It's called the ISO. Get down or lay down. That's what they're saying. Get down or fucking lay down, America. They're not worried about the old SWIFT system, the old 1970 system. Motherfucker, this is 2022. We upgraded this year. While you sitting there threatening me, I'm over here buying gold. China's over here buying gold. India's buying gold. South Africa got all the gold. Do you see where our leadership is leading us? This nation will soon, under the leadership of Joe Biden, resemble third world country status. I've said it before. I will say it again. You guys who voted for Joe Biden should be ashamed of yourselves. I warned you back then. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Joe Biden's an old dog. Think he just changed? You think because he just got out there, got all these black rappers who lie about their life, you think he changed? No, those are his slaves. He's the one who puts the chains on those niggas. Full circle. Full motherfucking circle. I'm too dope at this. I'm too dope at this. TaijhTV is too motherfucking dope at this. I'm breaking shit down for you motherfuckers. Because when the greatest transfer of wealth happens, a lot of you are going to be walking around with your finger up your ass wondering what happened. TaijhTV's been warning you for 2 fucking years. 2 fucking years. Bank on it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe anything Joe Biden says. I want to see the transcripts. I want to see if he really told Putin that. Because I highly fucking doubt it. The reason why is because of rhetoric like this. Once it loads up. Biden is quoted, "I won't send in troops to rescue America or Americans from Ukraine. You can't find them." Now, Russia just said that they are not going to go to war with or invade Ukraine. Ukraine's president has been saying, this is being overblown. But yet, our president is saying, in his cowardice way, that he will not rescue Americans who didn't evacuate. That's a coward. We have a coward in office. Fucking coward. Those who voted for him should be ashamed.
22-minute interview took place in Culpeper, Virginia, where he was promoting his Build Back Better bill. Mr. President, in recent...
That bill's dead, by the way. It's going nowhere. His own Democrats said that.
days, we've seen numerous governors from blue states roll back indoor mask requirements, essentially getting ahead of the federal government, the CDC. Are those governors wrong?
Well, it's hard to say whether they're wrong. Here's the science is saying now that masks work, masks make a difference.
No, your CD said cloth masks, the masks that you're touting that we all wear if we can't afford other masks, don't work. They don't work. I wonder how many people have died off of fear in the last 2 years. Just fucking fear. And I love he says this while he's about to cough.
And there's a relationship. I think there's only one governor drawing back immediately. And most of them are somewhere in February, the end of February, March, April. They're set a time limit. And I assume it has something to do with whether the Omicron variant continues to dive, that fewer and fewer cases. And because there is a relationship between the number of cases you have in your community and the need for wear masks.
Do you acknowledge, though, a restlessness and leaders bowing to the political winds?
Oh, I do. Omicron and the variant, all the variants have had a profound impact on the psyche of the American people.
Should children...
You see what I'm saying? Didn't I just ask the fucking question? Didn't I just say, I wonder how many people have died of fear? Fear is psyche, psychological. He's telling you what I'm fucking saying. Just because I'm not fucking commander-in-chief, just because I didn't fucking steal the White House, allegedly. I took it there again. I took it there again. Just because I'm not the president doesn't mean I'm not right. I look a lot of this shit up, dude. I'm telling you, this shit is bananas. What's happening in this world this year is fucking crazy.
Be required to wear masks in schools?
Well, look, when I got in office, only 46% of the schools were open. Now 98% of them are open, and they're wearing masks. What's happening is every day that goes by, children are more protected. We're now on the verge of being able to have shots for children under the age of 7.
Boo. Boo, boo, boo. And I believe there was a report just yesterday on Friday stating that Pfizer was going to pause the shots of 5 and younger, I believe it was,
and young children, and so the more protection they have, probably you're going to see less and less requirement to have the masks.
But the CDC hasn't changed its guidance on that, and the question is, with these governors making these moves, does it begin to make the government, the CDC, irrelevant, that people will gravitate toward, the advice that really fits their worldview, that this thing feels like it's over?
Well, look, I think it's one thing to talk about masks other than to talk about shots and boosters and the like. And
what he's saying, pretty much what he asked Joe Biden was, did you fuck yourself with the whole mask hysteria? Did you fuck yourself with the whole shot hysteria? Governors are lifting restrictions regardless. Joe Biden saying, yes, we did. We fucked ourselves. Because they did. During a portion of an interview with NBC aired on Thursday, anyway, President Joe Biden stated that he wouldn't send American troops into Ukraine to get American citizens out of if Russia invades. He says it wouldn't be possible to do so and to find people, and that he's hoping if Putin does invade, he's smart enough not to, in fact, do anything that would negatively impact on American citizens. Host Lester Holt asked, what scenarios would you put troops to rescue and get Americans out? Lester Holt is telling him, hey, dude, you're fucking up. I'm here to help you. You know, the legacy media, the mainstream media, we've been helping you this whole fucking time. You know, we covered all kind of shit up for you. The laptop, the voter irregularities. We covered a lot of shit up for you. I'm here to help you, and you're still fucking up. That's why he asked him twice. Biden answered. He says, there's not. That's a world war. What I say, he wants war. When Americans and Russians start shooting at one another, we're in a very different world than we've ever been in. Didn't we have the Cold War where Russians and Americans were shooting? I don't know. But Holt then asked, not even on behalf of simply evacuating America, he is really trying to save Joe Biden. So the reason why I'm reading this is because I don't want to watch Joe Biden mumble his way, getting his ass kissed from this guy, getting softball questions, getting bailout fucking questions. Biden responded and said, no, how do you do that? How do you even find them? This is not like I'm hoping that if, in fact, he's foolish enough to go in, he's smart enough not to, in fact, do anything that would negatively impact on American citizens. Holt then asked Biden if he's told Putin that. This is why the call happened. Biden initially responded that he had. But when Holt followed up, Biden said, I didn't have to tell him that. I've spoken about that. He knows that. And it's a little bit, look, that's what I've asked is American citizens should leave. Should leave now. We're dealing with one of the largest armies in the world. This is a very different situation. And things can go crazy quickly. Fear-mongering, war-mongering, the weakest president America's ever had. The weakest. Putin knows it. Lester Holt knows it. Our president knows it. But the corruption doesn't stop. Clinton campaign paid to infiltrate Trump Tower's White House servers to link Trump to Russia. This is from the Durham report. Durham's still working. It's been like fucking 4 years. Lawyers for the Clinton campaign paid a technology company to infiltrate servers belonging to Trump Towers and later the White House in order to establish an narrative to bring to government agencies linking Donald Trump to Russia. You guys wasted 5 fucking years of our lives with Russia collusion. 5 years, countless millions of dollars. For it to be borderline treason. It's not treason yet. And I say yet because I believe that the door for treason is wide open. At first, I didn't believe that. Now I do. When you get with technology companies, you know, the big tech companies, you start censoring the president, you kick him off social media sites, you're hacking the White House servers with critical information. I am damn near ready to say that you went to a foreign adversary to help take down Trump. I think Democrats were that desperate. I think they were that fucking salty for the last 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, ever since he announced he was running. I think you're going to see some shit within the next year, 6 months to a year, that's going to blow the motherfucking top off. See, people are calling these people crazies. They're calling me crazy for believing in shit like this. Shit's leaking out every day. This is a goddamn investigation. Clinton's campaign officials are getting charged. This isn't a fucking conspiracy. This is really happening. All they need is that one person who went to a Russian bank to say or pay them to say that Trump was dirty. That's Benedict Arnold status. That's treasonous. The general was fucking very close to treasonous behavior. I kind of thought it was treasonous, but I'm not an expert at it. It's close. By saying that he would tip China off in case Trump wanted to do a world war or some shit like that. I didn't like that. Do you guys get it? They wanted Trump to fail, and they did everything in their power, his whole term, his whole presidency, to try to get him to fail. They didn't help him. They didn't want to help him. They tried to set him up. A fucking sitting president. If they will set up a sitting fucking president, I'm talking about Democrats and Republicans alike, because I'm pretty sure Republicans were in on this. If these politicians are willing to set up a president to fail, what do you think they're doing with us? Why do you think that they don't promote the new ISO 20022? Why don't you think that they promote that shit? Because they know a lot of us are going to be in poverty. A lot of us are going to be fucked royally. A lot of you guys think it's okay out there. Inflation just hit 7.5% year over year. The Federal Reserve just announced that they're going to have an emergency meeting with the public and the White House Monday. They just announced that they're going to make or possibly have 7 interest rate hikes this year alone. That will for sure drive us into a recession. You guys, you smoked that pipe that Joe Biden's administration was giving out for free. You smoked it, you loved it, and allegedly he got 85 million votes. Allegedly. I still think information is going to come out that was really not true. Dude, the real shit is happening. But I find it funny. I'm not even going to read this. I'll let you look it up. Because you guys don't fucking believe shit TaijhTV says anyway. But I am going to play the video of Nancy Pelosi panicking. This is a woman who's scared. Listen to her and watch her. She's terrified. She knows about this Durham shit. She knows about these states talking about decertifying their electors. She knows what's about to happen in the midterm. This lady's been around for 50 years? Looks like 100, but 50. Listen to the panic. Listen to the fear.
To close by saying that you've heard me say again and again that the Republicans seem to be having a limbo contest with themselves to see how low they can go.
Can you guys hear that? Here, let me turn it up. I'll turn it up for you. This is very important. This is the House Speaker. If the president and vice president, God forbid something happened to them, she would be running this nation. Listen to her speak.
To close by saying that you've heard me say again and again that the Republicans seem to be having a limbo contest with themselves to see how low they can go. They seem to have reached rock bottom with their statement that what happened on January 6th was normal political discourse. Legitimate political discourse. I've also said that Republican Party, country needs a strong Republican Party. They've made great contributions to our country. I say this to Republicans all the time. Take back your party from this cult.
She's telling the Democratic House Speaker, is telling Republicans, I wonder what Republicans is she talking to? But she's telling them to take back your party over this cult, this Trump cult. She is terrified of the unknown, of what might just happen if people find out that we have been committing heinous crimes and abusing our office.
take back your party. America needs a strong Republican Party and a strong Democratic Party. But it has been hijacked, and it's disturbing to see that the Republican leader of the House actually literally refused to condemn that resolution of legitimate political discourse. He literally ran away from the press when he was asked about his position. The Republicans can run, but they cannot hide from what happened on January 6th.
Do you hear how her voice broke up? What happened January 6th? Nothing's going to come out of this. You might see a lot of Democrats get fucking in trouble for January 6th. Nothing is coming out of this. They are expecting people to lie for them now. If Trump was guilty, he would already have been charged. Trust me, they hate this man. This is political theater. They're trying to keep pressure on him, trying to intimidate him. You can run, but you can't hide. She just said it. It's the reverse. It's the opposite. Can't you see? Can't you see that America is greatly divided? Not by race and not by fucking party. They're divided from people trying to get the truth and people who are sheep. People who will do what they're told. No questions asked.
Call that legitimate political discourse. 140 law enforcement officers were wounded. Some people died. It was an assault on our Capitol, our Congress, more importantly, assault on our democracy. They can run, but they can't hide.
See how she repeated it? She's trying to install the fear that she feels. Reverse psychology. She's trying to project her fear into others. No one's buying it anymore. That's what's crazy, is nobody's buying it. Her Democratic DOJ, didn't they say that Trump didn't commit a crime? Why didn't she allow the minority House leader to pick what Republicans was going to be on this board? Why is she recusing herself from being investigated in this January 6th commission? You guys got to wake up, man. Shit's happening. And when truth comes out, the world is going to crash. The world is going to get destroyed, and it has to. Everything has to. You can't rebuild on a foundation that's corrupt, on a foundation that's weak. You can only rebuild on a brand new foundation. And that's where we're headed. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching TaijhTV. I hope you have been entertained, enlightened, and I hope you enjoyed the program. Make sure to subscribe to me and make sure to just look out for me. I'll see you guys hopefully Tuesday. If not Tuesday, I'll see you again next Saturday. Peace out and good night.